Welcome everybody. Nice to have you all back, and thanks for making time to come back. Making time for yourself, which is, probably the main message of all that I'm hoping to share with you over this month. So just notice as you've landed, you've all chosen, I just had a brief look at you all and a hello, and just notice as you've landed, just be aware, and particularly if you're sharing the couch or the room with somebody else, if you're doing this in the presence of either a partner or a child or a parent, please, very importantly, make this your practice. Okay, so however much you love this person, sort of park them and see them as a separate entity from you, and this is your journey for the next sort of 25 minutes, half an hour. And then we're going to do questions. So as you've landed, you've chosen a sitting or lying, probably a sitting position. Lying is also fine as long as you're going to stay awake. So there's a level of alertness needed to have awareness. So as you land in your sitting posture, just notice the shape of your body. And what I mean by that is the slump of your spine or the uprightness of your spine, your sitting bones, the crown of your head. Notice the distance from shoulder tip to shoulder tip. How is the heart space tonight? All of however you are is fine. Don't change it. Don't dive into any body shaming. Please just see your body as this beautiful, beautiful vessel and just notice it. Your legs, your thighs, those heavy thigh bones, your knees, however bent they are or folded, your lower legs and your feet. Notice your whole body, your whole body. Notice the right-hand side of it, just for a moment. Imagine you've got a beautiful center line like an amazing book, and you're looking at the right-hand pages of this book. How does the right-hand side of your body feel? Just be curious. Transfer your awareness to your left-hand side of your body. How does the left-hand side of your body feel tonight? Just be curious, no judgment. We'll talk about rights and lefts and fronts and backs later. Notice the front of your body. Are you semi-wired still from the day? Are you in it? Are you veering your energy forwards? Are you happily easing and slumping back? Not into fully asleep, but into a sense of settling your body. Get a picture. Develop an awareness of your body. The key to body awareness and why we want it is because it can then inform us of what's going on. It is the truth in this moment how your body is feeling. It's not yesterday. It's not 6 months ago when you maybe had a medical procedure or you were experiencing your child have a medical procedure. It's not next week. It's not anticipating what's to come. It's not the what if, which we'll do more of next week. It's the what is in this moment. What is your body experiencing? Take a breath. And as you breathe out, soften your belly and allow your awareness to drop to your sit bones. Your sit bones are the base of your pelvis. They're the knobbly bits that you're sitting on deep inside your buttock muscles, your glutes. You may not really feel them, but in your mind's eye, imagine these 2 points deep inside the back of your hips, right that you're sitting on. And like the tent pegs of that Beautiful tent. Imagine those sit bones are like the tent pegs that are holding the main guy ropes that is keeping that beautiful tent upright. Imagine those tent pegs are dropping down into the cushion of your sofa or chair, the bed, the floor. Imagine those tent pegs are taking you deeper in connection to the earth, grounding you. Letting your body drop from a high level to a deeper, slower, lower awareness. Take a breath. And as we explored last week, breathe in through your belly. And breathe out through your mouth and let your belly soften back towards the spine. Last week we did this belly breath in lying with our knees bent up. Let's be a bit curious tonight if we can do it in sitting. You can rest your hands on your belly if it helps to have a tactile sense. As you breathe in, your belly and your belly button is going to expand. As you breathe out, the belly button will just soften, release, and soften back towards the spine. No effort. Effortlessly, the nose is breathing you in, the mouth is releasing the breath out. Do 3 rounds in your own time, in your own rhythm. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. This is relaxing, this is helping you recalibrate from fight and flight to rest and digest. Your mind is bound to be, it's called the monkey mind. In the East, it jumps everywhere. Bring it back into the here and now and back into the breath. The breath is anchoring your practice. It's bringing you back into present, into what is true about this moment. Breathe. Make the next breath the last one in your belly, and then just release your hand and let your body settle and just notice for a minute how it is. Take a breath. As we did last week, we're going to repeat this exercise. Bring to mind something, not that is 100% stressful, something around the 30-40% mark, mildly stressful, that has happened to you since we last met a week ago. Maybe, I'm not going to suggest what, anything, just bring it to mind. Maybe a conversation, maybe an appointment going wrong, whatever it is, just bring it to mind. And notice the instinct of your body to tell you where your holding is, where that stress goes in your body. Feel it? Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, send the breath into that part of your body. Soften it. Don't let your tissues hold on to these issues. Breathe into that part of your body. Breathe it away. Take a big breath and open your mouth and a big sigh out. 2 more. Breath in through your nose and a big sigh out. And in and out. Lovely. Rub your hands together. You can open your eyes now if they have been shut. We're holding our conversation, until we finish, but I want to just teach you a few gentle moves to increase your body's awareness. So rubbing your hands together, you've got some warmth, I hope. Put that warmth on your back, just below your ribs, your kidneys and your adrenal glands. So put those hands on your kidneys. I can turn around or side on so you can see, it would help probably. So they're here, they're much higher than people think. So rub into that kidney area. Oh, it's so nice. Just really give that area, your kidneys all about your energy, all about, particularly in the damp weather, you need to keep kidneys warm. And some people might want to go further and actually make fists and rub strongly with the sides of the fists, or do a little bit of, I do this, I round my back and do a little bit of pummeling, you know, like a little drum. So feel into that and play with that as an exercise over the next week. But rub your kidneys for the moment. Take a breath. And then come back. Rest your hands in your lap for a sec. Good. So, to recap, what we've done now is we've repeated body awareness, knowing where our starting point is tonight. And according to what's happened to you today, what's happened to you over the weekend, phone calls you've had, relationship chats you've had, medical appointments maybe you've had, or conversations, today your body is going to be in a certain state. And knowing that state means as you gain more tools, I hope that I'm going to share with you, like breath and other awarenesses and movements, then you have choice. That's what awareness brings you, it's choice. So when you have a body awareness, just say for instance, my shoulder, one of my patterns is my left shoulder gets tight. And when I'm overworking, or I'm not taking breaks, or I'm not doing enough exercise myself, a deep stretch, then this gets tighter and tighter, and I get tenser, and then that might mean I get more snappy, and so it goes. Now, I might not address this shoulder, which has happened in the past, until this shoulder was such a big injury that it looked like nearly needing surgery. Now, it wasn't actually needing that. I took 3 months and it recouped. Why I'm sharing this with you, often we carry stresses, so we are changing the backdrop of our body, even as with our pathology, with our illness that we have, as well as other things. So all these little tips and tools are to help sort of keep the slate as clean and clear as possible, so there's nothing else other than what we can't do anything about that is actually blurring the picture. And that's really the key thing. What can you do to keep everything else as much as possible at a lower level, so you see the truth in how you're feeling, that it's not muddied and sullied by other things, by the underlying drip feed of the stress response that we talked about last week, and I can cover again in a chat if people want to recoup. So movement is my background. Movement is key. It's breath and movement is the only thing I've ever known get me out of really, really, really tough times, apart from obviously extreme drugs at the time. But what had brought me back to what I consider being me and being able to cope again with my situation and illness. And it doesn't have to be big movements. This is the whole myth about, like movement. It's actually the small, it's the things that you do, the little changes, the little tweaks in your daily life that make all the difference to your health. It's not the big all singing, dancing. So that to me is full of hope. Okay, so let's do just a couple of little movements and you'll see what I mean, hopefully. So you've got these sit bones that I talked about. I'm keen on them. So let's feel them grounded, and everyone can feel into their bottom and base, I'm sure. Then I'm not going to mirror, you're not going to mirror me, you're going to do the same side as me. So rest your right hand, fingertips off palm of hand on the earth, next to your hips, or on, if you're on a chair or a sofa, just by your side, by your right hip. Breathe in and have a big stretch through your left arm. Now already that's opening up your left lung. Under your left side, you've got a stomach and behind it a spleen. Okay, really important organs, like they all are. They're all about digestion and immunity. So with that stretch, see if you can keep your bottom strong and connected down and just do a small side bend. Doesn't have to be very far. Take a breath into that left-hand side, but feel your body, feel into the tissues. Maybe you're feeling your armpit stretch. Maybe tonight this is too much for you to have the arm up, in which case have your arm across your body and do a little stretch. Do whatever works for you. Breath in, reach your fingertips, and as you breathe out, come back into the midline. Drop that left hand down. Breath in, reach up with your right hand, and really anchor and ground your right hip. Breath in, you're reaching. So on the right hand side, yeah, you've got a lovely big liver. Okay, you've got your right lung, pancreas sort of in the middle. Got lots going on, okay? Breathe in, and as you breathe out, over you go. Just be curious, is one side easier than the other? Do you open one side easier? Take a breath into that lovely right lung. And again, if that's too much for you, drop your hand and just do a little side bend. Breath in, come all the way back up. Breath out, drop down. Just notice, rest your hands back in your lap or on your knees and take a breath and notice how that side stretch makes you feel. Good. Body awareness. We're going to do a twist. Take your left hand over to your right knee. That might be enough for some people. Okay. Right hand, for anyone who wants to go further, goes behind your buttocks. So just to the floor behind your bottom. Breath in, you lengthen your body. Breath out, turn your head and look over your right shoulder, just as far as you feel you can. And your tummy, you'll get a nice, like you're squeezing out a dishcloth, that feeling, that twisty feeling. Take a breath, and as you breathe out, slowly come back into the midline. Rest your hands in the middle. Refine middle. Take right hand to left knee. Breath in, lengthen. Left hand goes behind buttocks. Breath in, and as you breathe out, turn and look over left shoulder. Breathe. Again, rinsing out, making those intestines work, giving them a good flush through. Good for all of us. Breath in. Breath out, come all the way back into the here and now. Take a moment, rest your hands in your lap or on the back of your knees. Shut your eyes. Be curious, go inwards. How does my body feel? Notice. Notice the groundedness of your sit bones. Notice the width of your shoulders. Notice the height of your head and elongate now. The crown of your head, if it can grow a little bit further, like an extendable ruler, away from your sit bones. Can your spine find maximum height tonight? When you have height in your spine and length in your spine, you have more access to energy. Energy can flow. Breathe into that height. As you breathe out, let yourself recoil like a spring back to that place of ease. Take a moment. Good. Take a breath. And as you breathe in, just feel the breath travel down your body into your right lower ribs and left lower ribs. Expand your lungs right in the depths of your ribs. Open your mouth as you breathe out and sigh. Just like you're blowing out a few candles. Gentle sigh. 2 more. Breath in. Lower ribs expanding and widening. So your rib cage is getting more air, more oxygen to your tissues. Breath out, letting go. Breath in, last time. Ribs expanding. Breath out, letting go. Good. Take a moment. Open your eyes just sufficiently to check in last time before we lie down. Check in with your upright position. And notice how you feel compared to, say, about 15 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago. Good. I'm going to go over a tiny bit, if that's all right with everybody. So I want to do what's called a tense and relaxed relaxation. So please, can you find your way down onto your backs? Thank you for the thumbs up. Onto your backs. And I know some of you have been sitting on a sofa. If you are sitting on sofas and you're sharing, can you make space for yourself? So one of you go on the floor, if that's possible, and one of you on the sofa. You want your own space for this, all right? It's going to be worth it, trust me. It's hard to really own your space and relax with somebody else in your space, sort of thing. So lie yourselves down and get super comfy. Don't skimp on treating yourself to comfort. So that means grabbing another cushion, put one under your head, put a couple of cushions under your knees. If you need a blanket, I'll hold on for 30 seconds or so. You can grab a blanket. But find your way into a lying pose with your knees supported or flat. You decide. Feel what's easy and feels right to your body. This is about knowing your body. Okay. Let your body settle all the way from the heels to the back of your head. Allow your body now to settle. Take a breath into your belly and releasing, letting go. A couple of times into your belly and releasing, letting go. And one more time. And let go. Take your attention to your feet, right and left. On the next breath in, pull the toes and ankle up towards you, keeping your knees straight wherever they are or bent over the cushion. But without moving your knees, pull your toes and ankle right up towards you. So you're really strong in now. So you sort of feel up your shins or you feel a stretch in your calves. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Hold. And then as you breathe out, really let go. So your feet just flop away from you. We'll do it one more time. Breath in, toes, ankles towards your face. Knees are strong. Now we're going to encourage the knees to be even stronger. Tense your quads, tense your thigh muscles. So you've got ankles up, toes up. Strong quads, strong thigh muscles. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 3, 2, 1, and release the muscles of your legs. Great. One more time with a new addition. Breathe in, toes, ankles, tense your thighs. Squeeze your buttocks underneath you, right underneath you now. So your body's like nearly lifting off the surface. Hold it for 3, 2, 1, and release. Let go of your buttocks fully, your legs fully, your feet fully. Fully let go of your legs. Take your attention to your belly. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, contract your belly muscles as strongly as you can. Draw them really strongly, as if you're going to do a sit-up. Really embrace them. Hold. 3, 2, 1, and release, and fully let go. Really let go. Good. Do it again. Breath in. As you breathe out, contract your tummy muscles as if you're going to do a sit-up. Hold, hold, hold. 3, 2, 1, and release and let go. Good. Travel up your body, up towards your shoulders. Breathe in, draw your shoulders up to your ears, drawing them up to all that energy, that tension in your shoulders. Make it happen. Tense, holding your shoulders up there. 3, 2, 1, release and let your shoulders go. Really let them go. One more time, drawing the energy up, shoulders up to ears. Tense, tense, tense. 3, 2, 1, and let go. Really let those arms go. Take your awareness to your hands. Grip your hands as if I've given you a big bar to pick up. Squeeze your hands. Let your elbows bend so your biceps work. And just lift your elbows off the earth as if you're picking something really heavy up now. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Gripping and tensing, gripping and tensing. Let go. One more time. Gripping the hands. Make the thumb work too. Use your wrist. Use your elbows in your own way. There's everything you can do to switch these muscles on in your arms. Lift your elbows up. Tense, tense, tense. Grip, grip, grip. And let go. And really let your arms flop now. See where they land. Travel to your throat and face. When you're ready, breathe in. Squeeze the muscles of your throat. Screw up your face so you've got the funniest face you can imagine. It doesn't matter. No one's looking. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Eyelids, cheeks, jaw, everything. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And let go. One more time. Squeeze the muscles of your face. Tight, 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 tight. And let go. Last thing. From toes to head. The whole way through your body. Tense everything that we've talked through. Every muscle you can find inside your body, tense it now. Breath in. Hold, 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 hold. Feel the maximum tension you can feel. And now open your mouth and really softly release and fully let go. Let go. Fully let go. Check in that the toes, that the fingertips, that everything is released, and let go. And just watch your belly rise and your belly fall. Your ribs move gently and your ribs come back. Maybe your upper chest is just moving a little bit up, a little bit back. Notice your body. Body relaxation. Letting go. Feeling the weight of your body supported. Nothing to do. Nothing to switch on. Allow it to unwind itself as you breathe. Take your mind's eye and your attention for the last moments into your heart space. And breathe into that heart space. Feel your heart, the rhythm. Feel the lungs working. Reaffirm to yourself your health. Breathe. Reaffirm that your body is doing its best to keep balance and health. Breathe. Reaffirm that you have support. Breathe. Very slowly and very gently, start to have a little stretch in whatever direction your body leads you to. Honor it, honor your body to come out of relaxation just sufficiently, with ease and gentleness and kindness to your body, and find your way into a comfy position of supported sitting. Ready for the next little phase, which I think is more going to be about conversation. But don't rush. Bring yourself back slowly. Maybe if you've got a cup of tea or a glass of water hand, have a sip of something. And just choose the best position now. Might not be the one you started in, for your body to continue for the next 15, 20, 30 minutes, however long you're staying on. Thank you. Thank you for your attention and your commitment.